We've added a new control or new process to the contact control for the position. As an example, I'm looking at a customer record here, and I'm going to edit the customer, and you'll notice here that we have a field for position. Now, in the earlier versions of Lizzy, the position was actually a hand-typed field that anybody could type whatever they wanted to. And in the current version, you actually have to select from a drop list. Now, your position list that you have is not going to have anything in it until you add something to it. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, and I also want to just mention that if you actually had a position on a particular contact and it is not displaying on the view screen, it'll show NA as it does in the background here. When you're editing the record, it'll actually show you what the previous value was here underneath the position. Once you set the position, say this is the owner of the business, then from this point forward that information will be hidden and you'll only see what you have selected. So it kind of sets it up so that instead of showing NA here on the position, it actually shows what you've selected. Now, in order to be able to select it, we've got to be able to tell it what positions we want to have available to the system. So to do that, we're going to go over here to Settings. We're going to go to Contacts, and we're going to go right here to Contact Positions. And this works just like every other control in Lizzy. When you're adding the list, you just basically type in what you want to add and hit the plus sign. If you want to delete one of these items, you just come up here and hit the trash can on it and it'll delete it out. So that's how we're dealing with the contact positions now. Now, the one thing that might come up is, well, why did we go to all the trouble to even worry about this? And one of the problems is we've been hand typing positions in. Well, now I'd like to do a mass emailing, so I'm going to go over here to do a mass emailing. And as an example, I'll use what I actually do is I send out mass emailings to all of you guys, all of the customers, to let them know of new features and things. Well, the problem is if I added a new feature to service and I wanted to communicate that to the service department only, I really didn't have a good way to do that. Well, now I have the ability down here in the bottom in my select criteria when I go to advanced to select that I only want to look at, for example, CEOs. And so now it'll narrow the list down so that when I come up here to do a mass emailing, it'll only show me the CEOs or the service manager or whatever position I happen to pick to be able to do that. So not only are we standardizing the additional contacts list so that everybody has a standardized list to choose from, but we're also giving you some additional functionality for being able to send out mass emailings and get mailing lists and stuff to target a specific subset of the contacts that you've got.